The GEEK Files, 2025, December 30th. Watson Lake. Flew into Watson Lake from Fort Mac. And we're going to deliver a bunch of stuff to a drill camp called Loganville, southeast of Watson Lake. They probably took in most of the stuff in the winter on a cat train, because they had a bulldozer in there and they made a runway by shaving off the top of an esker, which eskers aren't straight. So this thing had, at the far end, went sharply downhill and to the right as you were taking off. It was a good contract, a nice clean one again. No mechanical issues. I think we were there for 3 days. This is where we put in the 2 Chevy S10s into the Caribou and delivered them. The most memorable things were the woman on day shift at the front desk took a shine on me and would take her lunch break down in my room. Some girls don't like boys like me, but some girls do. The last trip out, it was like early afternoon. So when I caught the ride in, and so with the exhaust in tubes over the top of the wings, it meant that the sound signature of the Caribou was very dispersed and hard to locate. So what the boys' favorite thing to do was you come in low and fast over the camp, and then you stand it on its tail, the Caribou on its tail, and take off maximum except, METO power, maximum except takeoff, and maximum rate of climb, so that the exhaust is now pointed directly at the camp and they're getting the full benefit of both twin wasps. That was fun. We had people scattering because they had no idea what was going on. And then, I worked on the Caribou for a couple hours because we were going back to Calgary. There was nothing wrong with it. And so, we hit the bar and got drunk. And the next day, one of my most memorable moments with Greg, as we're we're giving a ride to the airport in another little Chevy S10 thing, and all our luggage is in the back. So one of us has to ride in the bed. So Dean, being captain, rode up front, and Greg and I are lying really hungover on all of this luggage in the back. I looked at Dean and started singing Cheap Trick's Surrender. And we just sang Surrender at the top of our lungs all the way out to the airport. And then took off and went down the Caribou, or down to Calgary. Yeah, aviation, man. Time to spare, go by air.